Hello and welcome to another art stream. That was smooth. I was planning on I'm gonna do some oh, I'm not gonna get my there's League of Legends again. They always surprise me with what they have here. Yeah, it makes me sleepy. No. Okie dokie, there we go. Yippee! Yippee! Okay, I'll make this. So let me know if that's too loud. I'm gonna put the, is it? I swear, this thing is weird. One second, I'm gonna see if I can fix this, because it drives me crazy, I can't see. Wouldn't it be this? Okay. It's... It's that, so why isn't it... Right. Okay. See, why does it have to go all the way up there to be... There must be something in global settings that's screwing this up. What's that? I don't know what that is. There we go, I think. But... Huh. I don't know, it's not letting me control the levels really, because it's weird. Oh wait, is that the... It's not even... Okay, now it's saying this is the one. I don't know. Sorry. So this is my day one drawing prompt, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun to do the day two one as well, and sorry, I didn't have dinner yet, so I'm just snacking on an apple while I draw. Yum 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 yum. Oh, excuse. Do I have everything good? I think. Yes, I do. Okay. Okay, 400. Okay. So I had another thought for this day two one, because I realized, actually, I do have something to show off, kind of. I grabbed some new brushes, so like they have some cool textures. First, hello, thanks for dropping in. Oh. I don't know which one to use. We got a couple here though. Me. So many choices. I wonder why some of these are like that. I don't know. I guess we'll never know. Whoops. No. There you go. This is like a... Sorry, I'm just playing around with some of my brushes really quick. I got a couple new ones. some of them are just pretty simple, but others are kind of cool. Like this one. Oops, nope, hold on. Yeah, you got like a marker kind of effect. And that's kind of cool. So, but me. Let's start with this one, I guess. This is a nice simple one. Oops, need to drink some water. The half bite I did of and the apple, it was messing with my breathing. Don't you hate when that happens? Hello, thanks for dropping in. I'm gonna be doing some oh right, I usually start with warm-ups. I forgot almost. Gonna do my warm-ups. Hold on, get out. Oops, come on. Oh no. Here we go, there's that. Let's warm up with some hairstyles today, because that's fun. Just because I'm going to be drawing some characters anyway, so drawing hairstyle is a cool way to start up. So we got this cool... Because I like to kind of do this just to shake the cobwebs off a little bit. It's a good way to just get out of like being stuck in a specific like on a specific drawing subject. Like sometimes when I'm drawing characters, I'll end up drawing either like someone who resembles me or like someone I saw in the day, and I didn't mean to because my brain was just on that. So it's like sometimes it's good to just do some warm-ups to get some other images in your head. But sometimes it's fun to put people in the background of comics or in like incorporate into like art challenges and stuff. I just like it to be more intentional usually. Well, here's cool. Hold on, let me try. Oh no. Sometimes this hair's too complex. Like, let's see. Here's a cool one. Like a... This would be cool, like kind of like background character that's just like maybe a secretary to someone or something, or like a hired investigator kind of character where they're like very stern kind of character, like especially with like my comic, I imagine like, I mean, there's gonna be a whole like variety of characters, but like it'd be kind of fun. It'd be fun to make like some other veterans that pop up, and they're like, some are friends, some are foe, some just kind of like show up out of nowhere and kind of just are neither. They're just kind of like a really quick window into a part of his life. So that'd be kind of cool. Oops. Whoops. No. Trying to make a cool beard. Or like a 5 o'clock shadow kind of thing. No, that's wrong. Do you ever do this? Like Homer Simpson? Homer Simpson. Hello! You give him. I mean, Inigo Montoya, you killed my father. Prepare to die. I can't remember. Is YouTube the one that hates that word? Did I just do my video? Oh no. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, this is a cool one too. This is like this kind of haircut. I might put on some character. I was thinking she has a friend with this kind of haircut. June Steele song. Maybe she either makes one, or it's like one from back in the village that finds her in the world. She's got like a. It's like short except for the bangs. I kind of like that look. It's pretty cool, and you get like the these cool like hair that goes like this. Kind of reminds me of maybe not that long, but close. There's a character in Titan AE that I liked her hairstyle, and it's kind of like this. Great, now I got that song stuck in my head. One could say it's over my head. No. I can't. I can't say more than that, or YouTube's gonna dock me for copyright. Do, 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 do. Just thinking, yeah, let's make her orc. An orc would be kind of fun. I like that. Some freckles. That's one thing I really like of that D&D shown is like there's no real rules on like the appearance of fantasy characters. Like I hate when they're like, oh, all orcs are ugly, and it's like, why would that be a case? What, that doesn't make sense. Because that makes as much sense as saying all humans have to be in a fantasy setting. It's like, but I mean, if they're like, the only place it really made sense was in Lord of the Rings, but that's because they were being manufactured. They weren't being born. If they're born, they should have like their own traits of their family line, so they should be unique and beautiful in their own way. I like that though. Yeah. That would be something fun, like kind of like a hairstyle like that, or play around with some other ones. Let's see what else there is. Oh, there's these ones too. These are hard, but I like to do them sometimes. Like when you get the... I hate when I... If you leave an app and then you go back into it, sometimes the brush forgets. That's what that was. So you get... I'm going to draw the full shape first, and then I'm going to go in. So this will be more detailed, but it's just going to be quick shape first. like that, and then I go in. Kind of. It's that really curly hair. It's really fun to try and draw. I can never. If this wasn't a warm up, I would put even more time into it. And who knows? Maybe one of these D&D characters, I'll give this hair still. It's fun to have as a reference. I just like. for the character in the D&D campaign that has enough time in the morning to apparently deal with this. It's very nice looking hair though. Let's see. I got 3 spells. Thank you. Yippee. Like I said, I'll have more time later to draw that. Let's see if we can get one that's. Oh, here's a fun one. To do another a guy with a similar hairstyle, but like just the kind of where mine is right now. With the I need a haircut hair, where it's like, woo. Except this guy's goes all the way down like this. This would be a fun character to draw sometime. I'll give him a goatee too. Goatee. Here we go. Let's see. A few more and then I'll get to I'll say one more and then I'll get to work. This is one I haven't done. Something very different from what I usually draw. It's like a short. Another one with these cool, like, longer hair strands that go down. But I like to try some new things sometimes just to my character designs. So it's good to have this in the background just to remind myself that it's something I could draw if I wanted to. Let's give her some cool, like, thick eyelashes. That would be fun. Yay! I just rewatched that Digital Circus today, so that was fun. That 3rd episode was really good. And I just had to rewatch it again. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Just like the hair going in the back. Maybe I can make like a kind of like it's tied into. And then she's. Yeah. That's cool. Okay. Onward to the challenge. So the challenge was. Why don't we just. I'll just make these. I can make this part of this video. I don't care. Sometimes I would be like, oh no, I don't want to mix things together, but I'm going to do a. The challenge is Swarm. I can spell. There. So I did I tried to do something last time, but I was too goof. I was in a, like I was being a goof, and I was trying to like do too much at once. So I was gonna give her like this beard that was made of bees. But I think it'd be more fun to make this witch that's is like a fairy witch, and she's like a she does have the so she's a little pixie, and I'll make her just like with a bunch of bees around her, like she's got one as a pet, like she's got maybe even she's just like give it those unique legs that animal legs kind of, but for bugs. And these shapes here are going to be all bees. I always love to do like that. I think I wonder if it's from like back reading X-Men and stuff, but I don't know. But having hair like floating up looks really cool when you're doing magic. In my comic, I've been trying to do that a couple times with her, with my main character. I think that's kind of why I gave her that like shoulder length hair, is just to see. Hello, thanks for dropping in. Just redoing starting warming up with some art challenges for the month, and then I'm gonna do some D&D drawings, like some random characters. So that'll be fun. And then we'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen after that. That'll probably be most of the stream, because that's a lot. Why are all these talkies? There we go. That's better. Sorry, I don't mind having songs with dialogue sometimes, but it's kind of nice. It's easier to focus when you don't and talk when there isn't dialogue. It's trying to there's when there's not singers trying to talk over me. What should we be doing? Maybe actually up. That'd be kind of cool if it was more like she's like a conductor for all the bees. Yeah, I was saying I tried that idea and it just didn't from on Wednesday, and it just didn't work out. So I figured something like this would be more fun to draw, and it's already is a cooler character than that was. So this like battle mage, witch battle mage, pixie character. She's got kind of like a Oh, good, I'm not in the way for once. Wow, great. I'm so used to my head being in the way. I look over and I'm like, oh no, am I in the way? Yeah, I thought some my words. I thought some D&D would be fun because I'm just about to finish up the first campaign of Critical Role Vox Machina, and I thought it would be fun to kind of like just do something to commemorate that for me, because it's been really fun listening to them while I've been at work or just like drawing. I don't like these legs; they're too weird. I changed my mind. She's gonna have regular legs. Like, it's fun. I don't want to spoil anything, but the final fight's been really interesting in that show, in the campaign, and I'm gonna try and watch some of it. The show this weekend on this on streaming service, so that'll be fun. I like the animation in it, so, and I'm really happy that that like Matt Mercer and all them got creative. Got to have creative input on it, because I mean they're the ones that it's theirs. Kind of makes me want like to see. I would love to see more of those. Like I would love to see like Brendan Lee Mulligan's like some of his stuff be made into animated shows, especially with his voice. Like he's just got like a link to my funny bone. I swear. Like every time he talks, I'm just like. Especially that drop, like some of those. I've seen some of the shorts on here on YouTube and stuff, and they always make me. I go to those when I need to laugh. Still gonna give her the B bottom, B bottom. Because that way another way to communicate with the bees. That's. Oops. Hold on. Do. Sorry. Yippee! Be prepared. Fun bee fact, these would all be female bees, because the males all stay in the hive. The more you know. Just gonna do a rough sketch of these characters. And she's a teeny tiny little pixie. Usually I draw them bigger, but it's kind of fun to sometimes switch the roles. Because like I have a bounty hunter character who's part pixie, but she's like human sized. So I kind of made my own rules for her, where she's like this special class where they came from another realm, and they were a lot bigger, and they were able to use different magic. Yeah. Babies. Maybe she's got a little one on her head too. The little baby one. Like this. Nah, a bee in your bonnet. Too corny for even for me. Let's see, what else should she have? I think maybe just, or oh, I know. Since she's conducting, she should have her other hand up, like, kind of like, even though she's not using it with a wand, she still like has it up like a conductor. Like, which also another fun tip. I think I've given this one in the past, but I like to give it many times because it's a good one. If you're looking for good reference for magic casters, the orchestra, like the conductors are always great for that, because like they're always moving their hands to control the entire orchestra. So like that's perfect for like a caster. So just something fun I found out through I can't remember where that was. Somewhere, I forget where. Or a couple places, probably. But oh, you know what it is? I think it's because her hands should be more like this. Because it's all about the shape. Like, this is kind of the shape I want to go for, where she's got her hand kind of like straight forward, like it's coming towards your eye, is what I'm trying to go for. So I can kind of go like this, and this, and she's got her hand like this, boop, 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 boop. So yeah, she's kind of, or, ooh, I got a better idea. Even better than that, even. Maybe she's got a necklace kind of thing that is resonating, and she's got her hand over it, kind of like amplifying it. This will just be a rough, but I'm already liking this way better than what I had last time. Hey! Yeah! Thanks for dropping in. I'm doing good. I got this, I'm doing Witchtober. And I'm working on this. The prompt is swarm, so I was like, wouldn't it be kind of fun to do a pixie? So I usually I do have a character in my comic, but she's human. I was saying she's human size, so Yeah. Fun to try and just rough out these ideas like this, and then I can come back to this one. I think the one, yeah, I was going to do the... You know what I'll do? I'm going to do the, I'm going to rough out the next one, and then I'm going to go into my prompts, because the next one's glass. I'm going to make sure I... Careful writing that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to do for this, but I need to find some cool character pose. Because I was going to do somebody, like I was thinking for glass, a cool thing would be to have somebody with a whole bunch of, like, she's like a fortune teller kind of witch, where she's got like all these orbs around her. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good pose. Or that one, my good. There's so many. It's hard to choose. Oh, that's a cool pose too. So many good poses. Pinterest is your friend when you're looking for a good pose. Let's see. Just wanna do a quick look through all these. Oh, that would have been even better for her. Yeah, I might switch to that. I might do that for that one. We'll see. I might change that that B one so she's a pop star, kind of like a. So she's got, cause. Ooh, that's cool. I'm adding that to my webcomic collection. Sorry. See. This character looks pretty. Something like I'm gonna do a couple poses and then I'll just choose one. I think there's a couple really good ones here. This one I like a lot though. So I'll be right back. I just gotta get some more water to drink, and I'll be there. Yeah. Where was it? Oh yeah. Okay. Just need to top off my water. Yeah. Hello, thanks for dropping in. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that would be pretty cool. They have like a signal they send to each other, and it'd be kind of cool if she like had a. I'll go back to that one really quick. Just throw. Make a note of that. Apple. Yum. Sorry. Haven't eaten dinner yet, so I wanted to just quickly get a little nip of something, because I was like... So I can change, actually, instead of holding her amulet, I can have her holding a mic. Drop a beat! And I kind of want to put, See, I'm gonna go. Boop. This is usually what I do. I like to rough it out quick, and then I go back in and I just worry about the finer details on the next layer, so that I'm not like with this. Like I want to make her the ruffles in her shoulder. I was gonna give them like a honeycomb look, like this. I think that's pretty cool. Honeycomb, honeycomb. Ooh, and what if there's like speakers in them too? That'd be kind of cool. Thank you. Beat. That's great. Yeah, she's. And this way I can also play around with the hairstyle too on a different layer and all that stuff. Because at first I just wanted to give her a nice long hairstyle, and then if I want to add more style, like different aspects to it, I can add to different layers. And she's smiling. Because I'm trying to make more of my characters emotive in what they're doing. Because like in the past, sometimes I was so used to drawing like, oh, the bounty hunter who's quiet and brooding, and it's like, but not everyone's that character. So it's sometimes fun to be like, why don't you make them a chipper person, or you know, the person who you want to talk to instead of the scary guy who's fighting the bad guys all the time, because not every character is that character. She's got her. Might shorten her hair. I don't know. I'll look into it, because that might be. I don't know. It's kind of fun. I always find it kind of fun though to do the hair that's kind of like longer and is like waving in the magic. So. Just because it's a little more complex to draw this doesn't mean I shouldn't do it. Might actually just give her some nice straight hair that's kind of like maybe goes down to her back, but right now it's like whee, splayed out with the music. She's like sending like this electric signal, and it's making her hair stand up too. So. She's got those nice long sleeves, like those up to like midway through. There. Yeah, she's got these long gloves on. I think those look pretty cool. So like, there's these. Give her a slim body, because she's a pixie, so she's gonna be like teeny little thing, teeny tiny. I don't think if there's anything. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Maybe in like the end of her the wand she's using, it's got like, I'll just do like sparks coming off of it, like make them more clear. Instead of like a magic aura kind of thing, it's more like just an electrical signal. Like. Oh, but actually, better would be to have it going in a direction kind of like that. Like she's waving it this way, so the sparks are trailing behind like this. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. I think one thing I'm almost tempted to do tonight with my with the D&D thing is I'm very tempted to do a what would my comic characters play in a D&D campaign. That would be really fun, I think. Especially playing around maybe the character that actually is a bard, maybe she doesn't want to be a bard in D&D. Like, that'd be kind of fun. Just want to make sure that her legs are the right length. That's how I usually do that. I just draw and then I erase. So maybe just got some heels on too. There we go. Like that. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Well, that's messy. I'll clean that up. I'll do the laces later. No need to rush them, you know. I'll draw the little bees. Or in this case, big bees. Because she's controlling the swarm. So she's a teeny little one. I forget how they typically keep their legs kind of bent inward like that, usually, I think. Or maybe, or is it more like this? I forget. I can look it up later. It's not, I don't think anyone would hold it against me for getting that detail off, because you don't usually see bees this close anyway, so like. Oh, cool! That sounds like fun. I always kind of want, like, if I ever play D&D again, I kind of want to try a more unique class like that, because like I've already in the past when I was younger played the typical like warrior who hits things a lot, or the shady guy, like bounty hunter guy. But it'd be more fun to after seeing so many like different shows and anime and stuff. It'd be fun to try something different, like like that. That sounds like something straight out of like. That sounds like it would be kind of a cool character, because then you can really push more of the acting for the character, since like they're so unique in any setting that they're in, kind of. Like, I wonder if I would play try and play like an Unseelie or something. Might be kind of fun. Like a if I wanted to do a dark character, that would be a fun thing to do. Or maybe like someone who's maybe even like do the break expectations and make a Unseelie who's like, it's kind of like with All Saints Street, where like I'm an Unseelie, but I'm too nice to be around other Unseelie. Like. Yeah! that's that would make sense. I like that. Little bee, little bee. All I think about, one thing I always think about is that line from Scrubs where the one guy's like, "Dude, why are you so into bees?" It's like he's a real busy little bee, and he's like, "Dude, why are you so into bees?" Chill. The Todd. Do. There we go. That's a little better. Can clean it up. I'll make it a little more dynamic after, but I like just push it as much as possible. Yeah. Maybe she's got a belt that's made that looks like honeycomb too, or like that like hexagonal kind of shape to it. I kind of like that. Like that, yeah, I like that. There. I wonder if she's a pop star. I can look at some. I mean, later. But for now, this is okay. I can maybe even like give her some banding that's like. This is just a rough idea. I can always change, like, go in further later, but kind of just want to give her like. An orange, kind of subdued orange for underneath her. Thanks. Yeah. Clever, yeah. Oh, for the. Yeah, she's got these. Like maybe that, and then some yellow, yeah, some yellow mixed in with it. Like she's got that there and that there. Maybe that kind of scheme would be fun for her. Or maybe this is actually. Maybe the gloves are black? I kind of want... Yeah, I think I'm going to make the gloves black. Or like a... Make her a... There we go. Yeah. Like that. And then... Maybe same with the boots. Boots and the gloves are black. Yeah. And then her hair can be like a really in the blonde range, but like closer to a yellow. So like a little bit lighter, but and then she's got hair like yeah, I like that. You know, the bees are maybe just give a rough fill in for them because I'll fill them in later. But bee, and then some more bees back here, maybe, like, just to give shape to. Maybe. how many are around her. And I'll try and do them at different distances. Like, what should she? Oh, she should have yeah, I'm gonna give her give her some color to the give her some makeup that's like a different, like a. I think what else I can do, like maybe some stripes for on her face too would be kind of fun. Let's see. Let's get that filled in, and then maybe she's got kind of like. I'm trying to think what other makeup would be kind of cool for like a bee. Like, maybe she's got tiara on actually, and that's what these are actually like not real, so they're just like they just have bright lights in them. And then maybe she... Bee colors. Hey, yeah, right? We got a good crowd today, right? Loads of people. Yeah, I'm glad you could make it in today. I'm redoing the swarm because that was a fun idea, but I kept trying to work on it and it just wasn't working. So, and that happens sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. So now I'm just going back and cleaning it up and making a different concept that I like a lot better with this like witch that's like a pixie, and she's like a pop star. So she's got like this like hair that's like gonna be swaying in the wind and going woo. Let's get rid of that. Just like all over the place, like lots of volume to her hair. It's just going whoa every way. I was trying to think of something cool for her makeup. But I can always think of work on that a little bit more later too, if I have to. Because it's like... Yeah, maybe I'll work it on a little bit, that part a little bit more. Oh yeah, I like that color. It's like a... For lipstick, she's got like this almost orangish kind of color to her lipstick. Like maybe a little bit more orange. So that works. Like just like a... Yay! Of course, the algorithm. Yep. Long may it rain. No, don't let it rain. I don't like it. No. But yeah, no, I'm gonna do some. After this one, I'm thinking of. I kind of just like. I had set up the next one, but I was gonna take a. Where I'm gonna do the next one's gonna be glass. I'm just gonna quickly rough out the pose I want, but then I was gonna move on to some random D&D characters. And I was thinking what'd be really fun is I have a comic called Racing the Bard. Here I'll show you. I have the main characters right here. Well, here's one of them. Here's both of them. Well, this is a rough thing I did of both of them. Yeah. Like, he's a little bit. I know his anatomy is a little bit off, but I was just working. It was just a fun, like, quick way of showing their powers. Like, she's this bard. She controls magic, and I mean, and she is learning to become a better. She's like an aspiring bard, and she's trying to improve. And during her time, she meets this like forest spirit that like takes residence inside of her guitar, and she doesn't realize it. But and that's a fun part of the story that I'm going to be working on as it goes on too, like how it's just kind of like on along for the ride, and it's not good or evil. It's just kind of like the viewer. It's kind of just like a passive person that's like maybe like once in a while might give a gentle nudge, but she kind of just likes to be in the background, just like watching humans. And so, and his power is he can like he's all about like working with his hands. He came from a background as in the military as like a black ops kind of like a battle mage. So he's despite wearing armor, he's very stealthy, and he uses he can summon different weapons, sometimes many at a time. And they're not just like ethereal weapons, they're things he made, so they have special attributes to each of them. So, and he knows where they are, so if like which is something he learned from, I'll say, like when he was being trained by his father. It was like a family thing that they taught because they didn't want people to steal their weapons and use them for nefarious things. So yeah, I just thought it was a cool add-on to it. And it's also a part of the story where like he gave his wife, which is they're trying to find his wife because she's in this forested area, and it's going to have a calamity that's going to happen. So they're trying to get to her quick before everything goes terrible there, and she might get spirited away to this other, to like Tiernanog, or the fairy realm, or whatever many other names it has. Because in my comic, the fairy realm's been sundered into many different realms. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, I'll do it on this page anyway, because I meant to do it on the other one, but I got pulled into that, and I just want to quickly get this character. I'm just using a reference for an quick idea. Because she's got her hands like outstretched, and I'm going to have or one of them's going to be outstretched, and she's going to have this orb, maybe some other orbs around her. Because the prompt is glass, so I was going to have her just looking at a whole bunch of different ones. I was almost tempted, and maybe I'll still do it, but I was going to have I might add to this one and put someone next to her like, dude, close one of your tabs. You have too many tabs open. Like, kind of like, this is the Witch equivalent of like the internet browser. It just has far too many windows running at the same time. Which, yeah, I wouldn't know anything about. Nope. Looks at his computer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Keeps counting. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Nope, I don't know a thing about that. Yeah. And I'm changing a little bit of the pose too, because I like to just, I love the energy of this pose. It's Crystal Floyd, I believe. Yeah, it's the poster on Pinterest. It's, yeah, and it's this really cool person that's just like got their hands outstretched, and I just think it'd be kind of cool to use it as a starting point. And I love how the hair is just like. And the legs are kind of just doing this like dynamic, like going in towards each other, but like really energetic kind of like power pose. Gotta fix that arm though. The foreshortening's wrong. Let's see. Just gotta fix this. And then we'll get to the but yeah, going back to the D&D I was just saying earlier about like how I'd like to try and do like some kind of like special unique character would be fun. There we go. That's more what I wanted. Like that, like move this over here. So it's like, there we go. This almost kind of makes me think of in oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. But I'll have to try that. Where you mean like spiral technique? I'll have to look that up. I think I know what you mean. But I was gonna say that this scene, like with all the orbs around her, it kind of makes me think of that scene in Sinbad where Eris is in that she's like in space, but looks like she's in a tub, and like all the there's like all these bubbles, but they're all like windows to things that are happening around her. Watch that movie again. That was a good movie. I thought she was a cool villainess anyway. I liked her as a character. Sinbad was good. I mean, a little. You know what? I'll be. I don't like being negative. It was fun. I thought Brad Pitt was fun when he was playing that. I'm not going to be the one who's like, hot take, I don't like Brad Pitt as an animated person character. Because that's not true. Maybe even, ooh, what if she has a skeleton arm? I was just talking with someone today about like that Aladdin the animated TV show, and there was that one there was that mage in that I forget his name, but he always wore a glove, and then he took it off. He took it off in one episode, and you saw that he had like a skeleton arm. Like, whoa! And then you remember that they have a friend. They're friends with a genie, and it's like, oh, okay, this isn't that weird. It's like, oh my gosh, your hands are. You don't have a hand. Oh no! It's like, your friend's a celestial. Is my hand being gone really that weird? Fear not my cosmic power. You believe space. Thank you. Yeah. I just remember that being a fun thing to watch when I was young and early in the morning. Like, and as far as like Disney morning cartoons, I thought that was a good one. Like they let some of the other characters have more screen time. Like Jasmine got to be more of a character, and like Iago got to do more, and it was fun. They even like had a backstory for like Abu, where like he apparently was someone else's pet before Aladdin saved him from being around a gross thief. Yeah, I like this. This is coming along good. Let's move on to the DnD. I'll open up my random D&D generator. Let's see, it's... Because it's, no, that's random clothing generator. I don't... Where's my... You're in here, I know you are. Oh, here it is. D&D 5e character generator. So this is what I had open last time. I don't want the same thing. See, I wish it would give me more... Let's see. Oh, like, it will. I just have to... I'm like, I wish it would give me more classes, but... Dave the Barbarian. Barbarian. I like Anastasia. Technically not a Disney princess, but I still really like her. Yeah, that was a fun one. She oh my gosh, like the songs in that were really good. Rasputin was a fun villain, even though, especially because I know some people give Bartov a hard time, but I think Rasputin in general was kind of a fun villain because he's like, it's fun seeing another version of him because I've seen, I like that. I mean, the Hellboy one I know of because I used to read that comic a bit, and I like the artwork of Mignola. He's done some really cool stuff. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, that's a half orc. I want something different. Ooh, a changeling. Yeah. So, like, this is gonna look... Let's find some cool hairstyle, because, like, they always like to put up some artwork. I always wonder who submits for these. Yeah! In the dark of the night! That is a weird, really what's that term? Earworm or ear? I forget. One of those, like, it's one of those songs that really just sticks with you. Kind of like All Dogs Go to Heaven, like those songs. I'll like randomly think of them one time, and I'm like, great, now this is gonna be in my head all day. It's like not that I dislike it, but it's just like cool. I kind of wanted to have some other thoughts today, and now they're all gone. Let's find a cool pose for this guy. A changeling who's a money grubbing change. Oh wait, I was gonna. Well, the first I'll start with a random one, and then I'll do my characters, D&D characters. So this is a changeling, which I'm not really familiar with them. So, but they seem like they're kind of just like Chameleon from Spider-Man, where they're just like they have. Yeah. That is, yeah, exactly. I listened to an entire podcast about his history, and that it's crazy that, like, there's that whole, like, bit about, like, starting as a con, and then, like, everything kind of went out of control, and, like, the other people that were involved got worse than him, and Like that's where things got really bad. Because they started getting dangerous and were trying to take him out, and they weren't very good at it, so it was very dangerous for him. I think what would be a cool weapon for this character. A changeling. Was he a rogue? Hold on, let me check. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, commercials. I don't want commercials on my D&D site. Oh, that's a. Oof, that's dark. Let's see. I guess it's a rogue, so. Oh no! I don't think that. There's that. Give her that haircut. Give her a short haircut. And like, since she's a changeling, I can make her a very slim build so she could be anything. And like, she wears like I guess she's wearing tattered clothing, so I'll give her like a. I almost want to make her wearing something nice that is tattered. That'd be kind of cool. Because I don't like to just put people in the same, like, potato sack bag kind of thing. That's kind of... So maybe she's wearing a really nice dress, but it's just she's worn it for so long. She had a magical Swiss Army. Ooh, yeah! That'd be kind of cool. Just like one of those, like, maybe she's playing with, like, it's like a... one of those bigger ones, like... Where she's like, how would she be? I haven't fidgeted with one of those. Probably not safe. So, where she's got like the. That was really quick. In this form, she has a spork. You ever been shivved by a spork? Makes me think of how in I remember back when I played Skyrim, I played it so many times that I started to just like look up random things anything you could use as a weapon in that game, and I found out you can use like cutlery. So I would just I would just try and like do blacksmithing on a fork, and then try and use it to take out the world eater. What's something fancy I think maybe she's got like a. What's some nice fancy clothes she could wear? Yep. I'll clean it up a little bit so it's more clear to spork. Yeah, from a distance. There we go. Yeah. Not like this. Not like this. It's like, oh no. Please, use a sword, use a knife, anything, just don't use that. Maybe there's a lot of like what? Yeah, I'm gonna give her a nice dress actually. Like, with like kind of like in Critical Role, the third campaign with the Mauritius character, like how it's someone who was it's like undead, so but she likes to wear nice clothing even though she's undead, so still want to look nice. But it'll have like the remnants of it, what it was before, with some nice, like some nice parts to it. They're just gonna have like a few rips in it here and there from just catching on trees and stuff. And maybe she tries to cover it with other things to hide some of the damage. Because you can change your form, but maybe she can't change her clothes. So I don't know the rules. I never played a changeling, so I don't know what the rules are for them, but I know that there's magical items you can wear that change your appearance, but maybe she can't afford those yet. I don't like that's too meh. Maybe just even like that. Kind of like a give her like hollow eyes, kind of like, because in the drawing they have for this changeling, the eyes are just white, but I think it'd be kind of cool to give her like black eyes with white irises. Look cooler. She's just gotta she's got a bag with some money, and they have like some coins falling out. Oops. Oh no, what did I just do? Oh, I didn't do anything good. Whew. I thought I just hit the I thought I just hit the fill button, and I was like, oh no. What have I done? Yeah, I like that. Nice simple design for a good warm up for a D&D character. Just like her startup gear, she looks a nice simple. Maybe even like the backs. Yeah, like a low back, maybe even. Which is, that'd be kind of funny. Like she's almost like, I dare you. Like she leaves the bag, she's got an open back dress, and she's a rogue, and she's like, try it. I'm a stealth master. It's my job to attack from behind. You think you can get me? Good luck. Yeah, I don't think so either. I thought that was something that, because I think I remember from a campaign. I can't remember which. It might have been on Critical Role or somewhere, but I could have sworn they can't do that. Especially for a player character, that seems a little OP. Because then you can just you could be like anything all the time, whereas like if you have to find like a special, Like if you have a ring or something that changes your appearance, it's still an illusion, so people who are magic could see through it. But I assume with changelings though, they Oh, actually, that's kind of something I thought of. That's cool. I've always thought of the like shapeshifters, like how stressful that must be to try and even. What about doing? I thought about doing the other way, where it's like, how do they keep remembering what they're supposed to look like? Like, what if they keep forgetting, and it's like a thing that stresses them out? Because like they'll spend like a week trying to remember what what their natural look is, and they're just like, finally they'll run into someone who's like, oh yeah, you look like this, and they like have like an illusion spell that like shows a 3D rendering of them. It's like, oh, thank goodness. Now my pen's been good today. I don't know why it was bad on Wednesday, but today it's being a cooperative little thing. Cooperative friend today, because I don't know, maybe it likes an audience. That's cool though. I like this character. She's got a fun look to her. Higher boots. I'm gonna give her. I keep thinking I'm drawing. Like that's such a habit of mine to draw the short boot, like mountain boots, because my main character, my comic characters both like are on a journey, so they're wearing. That's what they're wearing. They're wearing like hiking boots. So I had to stop myself from doing that with regular for other characters. Cool. I like that though. Okay, so and I did that all in one layer. Woo! Let's see. So let's see. So here, I already showed her. So actually, I'll do a random thing just to get some ideas, because maybe I can find something that I haven't seen in a while. Oh, like these guys. Low Katha. They're like fish people? Huh. I'm sure I actually no, I haven't heard of them. I've heard of these people, the Loxodon. They're the elephant people. A satyr, yep. Lizard folk, sure. Vampire. Huh. I do have. That would be kind of fun to do, but let's see. Reborn. I haven't heard of that class. That's interesting. I mean, well, wait, no, I have. That's that's. I think that's pretty much what Marisha was playing. I think, or something like that. Oh, Yun Ti. What's? I wonder what their specialties are. 1T Pure Blood. Are they a well, let's see. Maybe it'll tell me here. 1T. I don't know. They look like a fae, I think. Or no, are they fae or are they undead? I don't know. They look almost undead actually. But tabaxis are fun too. Okay. Oh yeah, this is 100%. Richard would be a warforge. So I'll make him a character that's a warforge, barbarian fighter kind of thing. This huge, it's like steampunk thing that's like got vents coming out of the chest, and it's just like maybe it's the rest of it's trying to look nice, but it's got these maybe they're built into the shirt actually, because I do want to kind of I like that in this, at least in this illustration, they're kind of showing that they can wear clothes. It would be kind of cool. What would he wear? Like he'd probably wear something more modern. Even as a warforged, he'd kind of like to make his character look more like a Tom Clancy, kind of like wearing like that military attire with like lots of pockets. And I always love this helmet. Like, I don't know if it's just because of like playing a lot of Dark Souls, but whenever I see someone walk into a room with one of these helmets, I'm like, this is going to be a long fight, isn't it? It's like, oh no, oh no, this is trouble. Yeah, one of these helmets with like the huge like tassel on the back, and you're just like, well, I'm dead. this is where I fall. Ooh, what if he's oh, that'd be kind of cool. What if for a change of pace he wants to play something more like, it'd be kind of cool if he played something different, so he's not doing like a stealth based person like him. He makes a warforge like barbarian monk. Would be kind of cool. So it can rage and punch things a lot. Yep. It's the one you put on when you know you're gonna just, it's like, well, I'm gonna throw down today. Gotta put on the helmet. Shows how serious I am. Yeah, those don't work. I'm trying to think of some cool way to add in like exhaust ports on him that are like really kind of metal. Maybe just more straightforward, but just like kind of like make them go up like almost like spikes. Like they're like, he's got like these just like, maybe even they like start off like little cones and then they kind of go up from there into like a more this. And then he's got just smoke billowing out of them. Kind of like that. Cool. Yeah, I'll drop by after mine. Thanks for spending time on my stream. I'm glad you could drop by. Because the more the merrier here. what kind of... I wonder if I should do something special for the legs. There's like a whole bunch of different things, like, I could even just give him, like, the Johnny Bravo, like, tiny legs. Or, like... He's got these really agile, like, thin legs that are... Maybe he starts off that way and you can build onto it, like, add in more weight to them. But they start out simple. And there's like just like an opening in the top of his clothing so he can have all these like shooting up oh, on oh, she today, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to find out later on. She's on Twitch. And I believe if you so and definitely she's a really great artist. So but since it's you, I'll trust that you'll wait till at least or further till my stream's over before going over, because like you said, she's not even starting yet anyway, so. What else should we add to this fun fellow? I kind of like, this is a fun idea though. I kind of like the idea of this, like, just oh, okay. Yeah. I think that's come up before, because I think I told you I had... Yeah, I think I remember you saying that, because I was saying that I have a Twitch stream as well, but for on Saturdays. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. Maybe like actually, since he's a... Maybe add in some padding, actually, if he's a monk. And like this, like... Which is always like... I always think in some designs that's always like a misconception in some things, because like... Padding doesn't... The padding's for him, not for... It's to make sure that he's durable. It's like a leather padding kind of thing, where it adds more impact, but it also makes it so he doesn't get damaged. This is kind of cool. I kind of like this character. Meet my next D&D character. No, I'm kidding. This is Richard's. Oh, that's a shame. Well, thanks. If you have to, if it's causing you issues, you need to go now. That's okay. Or if you want to just like leave it on and in the background to a lurk kind of, or like YouTube version of lurk, that's fine too. It's always a shame when their software kind of like fails you, because I've had that happen too on certain streams where it's like, oh no. Ooh, what if he's... Oh, that'd be cool. He's like raging, so he gets like... It like shoots out fire out of his... He's a train. Choo-choo! Yeah, I'm gonna be drawing for a little bit. Yeah, for like probably another. I'm gonna try and draw for a good bit more, because I just started doing this, and I might go back to doing some more of the November art challenges, or I might move on to something else. But on Fridays I usually try and stream for a while, because I have more energy, because weekend. So yeah, this is cool. This just came out of nowhere. I'm just like, yeah, I like this guy. He's just this guy with lots of pockets and lots of. I have pockets and punches. Yeah. Oh gosh, I just had. This is Frankie's D&D character too. I just realized, like, did I just draw Frankie's character for D&D? Guys, robots are cool. Oh, man, that was. Oh, my throat's getting dry. Cool. Yeah, I kind of like this, where he's got like this more modern kind of vest shape going on here, but and then maybe like for colors, let's see what we can do for colors. Well, I'll do flats first, and then I'll do other stuff, but. So maybe like a very dark, like neat, like a. Oops, no, wrong. Try something like this, yeah. Like this whole midsection is gonna be like this color. I'm gonna probably make him silver and with blue are gonna be the two mains. Like this will be like a bright. This part here is silver. This part's here is silver. You have like this whole area here. Hands are silver, or like iron. I mean, or whatever, like metal. So I can get that kind of cool, like and like for the arms, I can like. And a little texture to show that it's like battle damaged a little bit. Like it's got like. Ooh, and maybe like one of the hands is going like. Glowing. So he's got like this fist up here that's got like. Starting to heat up his punches. And this is. Obviously, there's a reason I left that part, because I'm going to do this. Yeah, he's got nitro. Hardcore. Ooh, yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna make that its own layer. So I just wanna. Oops, nope. Black might be better. This is like a watercolor brush. It's kind of like this for him, where it's like gives this kind of fun. I can go over this again too, just to give it more texture, but I like how it's like building up like this. Let's see. I like it transitioning from one to the other. That's kind of cool. So I'm gonna make it so it does that, where it's like it starts off near the end there like that, but then it kind of. One could say he's going plus ultra. No, I'm just kidding. The anime people are after me now. Oh no. There you go. He's got like different elements on both of his fists. I figure that'd be kind of cool. And maybe his. Oh yeah, they were gonna be like a leather. So I'll make them. Yeah. And then you could just have like black pants underneath, or like a really, yeah. And maybe he's like a bodyguard kind of character. I've heard of that one. I've never seen it. It's like one of those ones where I keep seeing like artwork for it and stuff, and like the models and stuff for it, and I'm like, one day. Because that's an older one, right? That's like, yeah, I think it is. If I remember correctly, it's been around for a little while. Give him a little bit of texture to his, like he's got like this like wool shirt. So it's got like nice texture to it. And then because yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I recently started watching I think I said that already. Well, but not everyone was here, so I guess I can say it again. I started watching All Saints Street again. It's a fun little anime where it's like it has a very like web comic or like webtoon kind of look to it, and it's just the main character is just hilarious, and like I love all the roommates. They're all really fun, and it's just nice having an anime where like it's kind of like a slice of life comedy. It's fun to have once in a while. Yeah, this is actually fun. I'm gonna do this instead. I was gonna make this part metal, but actually it'd be more fun to make it like just a different color scheme, like maybe a brighter blue or something. Like that. And like another one, there's a couple of things that anime that I might get back to eventually. Because there's a couple. I was watching a few. There's certain ones where I started to watch them and then I was like, this is good, but it's really sad. So I don't want to watch it now. I'll watch it later maybe, but not now. Oops, this is black. I can get a little bit more of it. Oops, nope. Yeah, that was one of them. I'm trying to think what else was the other one. There was a couple that were like that where I was just like, I'm gonna get around to this, but nah. It's like caught up to One Piece, so I'm kind of taking a little break to let that get ahead of me again, so that I can have the option of choosing between the English and the Japanese. Even though I like the Japanese voice actors, they're really good, but I like having the option of choosing, because like sometimes I want to just draw and I want to have something on in the background. So it's kind of fun to just be able to choose. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's certain ones where I'm like, well, like, there's certain ones like the second season of The Promised Neverland. I promise I'm never finishing that. I mean, if people like it, that's fun. I hate always saying stuff like that because like some people might like it, so I don't. I'm not gonna try and like tell people that. How dare you like this thing? It's like that's mean, but I'm just saying like I think the second season was. I've heard a couple people say, just as a warning to anyone who hasn't gotten that far, it's very different. I don't want to say it's bad. It's just a total different feel from the first season, which had this really cool like great escape kind of thing going on with orphans, where it was like it was such a cool story, and it was like really tense and really like unnerving at times. And then you get to the second season, and it's like. What is I don't even want to say because it's a bit of a spoiler, but it's like this changed a lot, guys. Did you guys go on a trip or something and just all decide you were going to write a totally different anime? Because I wasn't aware we were going to do that. Like this could have been a different show. Like they went and did so much work to make like the matron so scary, and then like there's nothing in the second season close to her, and they're dealing with the. I mean, there's bigger threats, but they just don't feel as scary as she did. And I don't want to even say like, oh, The Promised Neverland. It's a. I can't remember what I'm not. It might be streaming on a bunch of things by now, but it was good. The first season's really good. I definitely recommend the first season. It just kind of petered off after that, but I like that one. I'm thinking about going back and watching because I think they're gonna have more. One Punch Man coming up soon, so I might watch Mob Psycho again, because that was pretty funny. Like I just love. There's a beat in one of the early episodes where it's really good at dry wit humor, kind of, or like breaking expectation kind of humor. Like in any other anime, like there would be a scene where like it's like we saved the club, now you're gonna join, right? And in this one, he's like, no. It's just like at the very end, it's like, never mind, nope, I'm gonna join this club that's all like these guys who all work out, because if I go to this, if I'm in the club with all the people who like paranormal stuff, I'm gonna be an outcast. But if I'm in the club with all the jocks, maybe I'll be cool by proxy. I just love that reasoning where he's like, nah, I'm good. And then like the look on the girl's face is like so dejected and like, oh no, what's gonna happen to our club? We're gonna get kicked out of our room. Yeah. In his mentor is so funny too. Where he's just like a con artist, but it's funny because he's a con artist, but he has morals, but they're just like, they're very topsy turvy. It's like episode to episode, you could be like, one episode he's like acting more like a dirtbag, and the next it'll be like a really nice guy, and it's like okay. But I just love the that's one of those ones where I just love all the expressions, because that's one thing I love to do with my characters is make, when I'm working on the comic and stuff, is make them really expressive and like over the top, and like that show's really good at that too. Yeah, he is. He's got his own reasoning behind things, but he does have morals, and I think as the show goes on, you get that more. Like that fight, like that time that he took Mob's power, that was so cool. And when that was so funny too, when he's just like, "What is this? A plastic sword? What are you, some kind of cosplayer fighting me or something?" It's like, this isn't durable at all, and he just snaps it. And at the end of the fight, he's like, yeah, Mom, I knew that you gave me your powers. Don't worry about it. It's like, I'm not an idiot. It's like, I know I should have been like taken out instantly in that fight. Yeah. Yeah. This guy's coming along good. I'm gonna do Richard's Main. There we go. Now, who should I do? What character should I do next? Let's see. Open character sheet. Ooh, I know. Since he's a more obscure character, or not really, but he's yeah. This guy. I'm gonna do his D&D character. But I'll be right back. I just need to get some. Quick break. Okie dokie. There we go. There's nothing on my food, is there? Okay, good. Got my apple. I was staring down my apple like, I'm gonna eat you soon. Let's see, what can we do for this guy? Let's go through some random characters until I find somebody. Oh, thank you. Yeah, he's really fun too. I just like him as a character. Where like I think I've talked about him a little bit. Where it's like I've always wondered why like necromancers only raise people, and that seems like the most frail thing to use as a weapon. I mean, other than like if you raise someone who's got like spells or is well. Yeah, really just spells, because fighters wouldn't matter because you're bones. You're gonna get one. You're gonna charge someone, and then they're just gonna swing their hammer, and you turn into dust. So, not the best idea. Whereas like a T-Rex, it big and it has strong teeth and a really strong bite force. And even if all you have is the skeleton, you could work around that by like in the drawing where it's got like ectoplasm kind of, so it's like has some protection with that. Let's see what we can do for him though. I'm trying to think what he'd probably be. A shifter? That's kind of cool, but that's not what he'd be. There's I wonder what he would be, because he's like maybe Dragonborn? I don't know. Yeah, probably Dragonborn. Or something else that's like, oh, that would be kind of fun. Just because it would be kind of fun to draw, maybe I'm going to do this one. A turtle. For him, it would be kind of fun, where it's like this like snapping turtle. Mage. Give it a shot. I mean, if I don't like it, I can always just try something different. But I kind of think it's kind of fun to try something. Let's see. Do. Oh yeah, my poses are over here. Yay. I'm already not liking this. But I'll try a little bit more, but I don't know. Maybe just because of this isn't a good pose for this. I'm trying to think what he'd want something that's like. I'm trying to remember if you could play. I know there's an enemy that's half ant, but I can't remember if you can play as them. Maybe not. Kenku would be kind of cool too. Maybe he might want to play as a Kenku, possibly as a Raven, maybe or something. But it just doesn't seem like him. It's so weird. I could have sworn in one of the. Oh wait, there's the frog people, but that's not what you want. Huh. Strange. I could have sworn Goliath or. You know what? Maybe he would just be a Kenku, because they're pretty cool. They're they're not quite. Because it's too bad that there's not insects people. Like if he'd rather be an insect person. But like a Kenku, I guess, would be the next thing, maybe. It's like they got everything here except that one thing. Oh well. Yeah, guys, like half bug would be cooler than Warforged Juggernaut. That's a class. Oh, okay, I see what it means. Yeah, it's the same thing I was drawing before. Because the other thing he would be is like a dragonborn, but look more like a T-Rex kind of look to him. Would be kind of cool. So he'd maybe be like I can give this a shot. Like like a Carnotaur. Yeah, I think I already like this better. Just as a concept, it's already cooler to have him be like a. What kind of class would he want to be? Class. So I've seen all types of probably since he's not kind of like with Richard wanting to play something different than what he is, he would probably want to be like a fighter with like a spear or something. Would be kind of like maybe his pace. Because that giant lady he works for sometimes, the matriarch, that's what she uses, so maybe he thinks it's pretty cool, so when he makes a character he kind of chooses that subconsciously. It's like too cool. Or a spear or a halberd. What do you think, spear or halberd? I'm trying to think which one would be better. Maybe spear, actually, would be kind of cool. Maybe maybe if like he played as one, maybe he eventually might upgrade to a halberd, but like starts with a spear. I know this is kind of OP, but I don't care. Putting spikes on his tail. Although, wait, they don't have... Yeah, they don't have tails, do they? I forgot. Most Dragonborn don't have tails. Except for that one order. I believe that do. Like a buckler kind of thing going on here. Yeah, right? I think that would be on this arm. Like something to parry, kind of. And this arm would be like... Maybe he's got like feathers. That'd be kind of cool. Does he want that? That's kind of clunky. I'm not going to give him that. If he's a fighter, he wants to be fast and able to be nimble in tight spots. So he wouldn't want something that's like big chunks of metal on him. Actually, no, I'll give him a spear because realistically, what he probably would want the most is knives, but he does that when he's not using his magic. So I'll have him with these for his character. Oh, one anime actually I was putting off that I might try and once again might try and watch this weekend is some of the Ghibli films. That's what I was trying to watch. So I keep telling myself I'm gonna watch like The Boy and the Heron, but I keep kind of putting it off. I don't know why, because it looks good. I hear that the story is kind of not the best, but it's still good. I hear the animation is amazing and the voice acting's good. So that's really what I'm most curious about, honestly, right now. So. He's got like ripped shoulders and. This arm's just loose. It's got like show off the pecs. Especially because Cole doesn't have any. He's a string bean character. Kind of just exaggerate, but kind of he wants to make his design as close as he can to looking like a Carnotaur. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I'll color him after I get the next one done. What am I doing now? It'd be fun. I did a bunch of these. I did that. Why don't we switch to the comic, actually? Because I did a bunch of... Or maybe... Well, I'll do that, but I do want to do one thing really quick before I go back to... I did want to work a little bit more on this, and then I'll go back to the... I'll do the comic. Once I get a little more of her done. No, not that. I was going to give her a little hat. No. That's what she should be wearing. She's like a sage kind of character. I kind of want to give her like loose kind of... Kind of got like these loose, this loose clothing that's blowing in the wind. Yeah. Kinda cool. Uh-oh, she's gonna be kicked out. She's gonna get fined on Twitch. Look at this. She's showing some thigh. Oh no. You know, I saw the first episode and I never got a chance to get back to that one. But it looks pretty good, especially for an earlier CG show, or like, I mean, from it. Clearly, they put some money into it so that the CG looks good. So yeah, no, I liked what I saw. I just didn't get a chance to get back to it. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Well, there's a couple other ones like that. I kind of start like one episode and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get back to it someday. Like what else? There were some other ones. There was like, wait 1 second. Well, I know I'm never gonna finish Attack on Titan because that show's not my speed. Like, I can't watch. It's really dark. Is what I'm getting at. Like, I need something a little bit. Like, if I'm gonna have something like in that realm, I want to at least feel like things are heading towards things being, if not good, then at least like something positive mixed in. Because I really don't want just darkness in in everything. I think that's kind of what's been keeping me watching My Hero, is that like I know it's going to head towards. I mean, based on the first episode, I know it's heading towards something positive. Like, it's really dark now, but he's gonna. Some things are gonna change, and things are gonna get better eventually. I mean, it's. This isn't the story. The show doesn't start off with him saying, "This is how I get, how I die" or something. This is how I become the greatest hero. So. Yeah, I get that part too, of like shows that are overhyped. It's easy to get. I mean, I can see why you wouldn't want to watch just because of the overhype. Plus, certain fandoms, you kind of get scared away from shows because of the fandoms. Like, I'm glad that I never ran into the really feral, I guess, Steven Universe fans. Like, honestly, everyone I talked to about Steven Universe were fun people to talk to. They were pretty chill. No one was like always angry or anything. Maybe they're on Reddit or something, or on some kind of like forum that I avoid. I don't know. Because I never really had a bad. I mean, I know that show has its flaws in places, but I thought it was pretty good overall. And like, then you have the Studio Trigger stuff, which is like, oh, it's bonkers. It's the best word to describe. Bonkers. It's like, yeah, this girl, she gets clothing that fights for her, and it decides to attach to her, and and then she teams up with nudists, and then other things happen. Blah blah blah. Her mom's a spaceship. I'm a space station. She's a spaceship. End of fight. It's like, wait, what? There's steps in there I missed. What? Is that what it is? That everyone thinks it's the greatest thing ever? Because I don't think it's the greatest thing ever. I just think it's a. I just like bits of it. Like there's some really good songs in it, and like some of the characters are good. I think it's kind of ironic that I think she even said this in an interview. There's a character in that show that a lot of people don't like, and I think she modeled them after fans. So it's like, guys, that's you. I hate to tell you, she doesn't like when you get crazy. She made this character who won't stop being stop talking about everything like supernatural and whatnot. And every episode he was in, I was like, well, I can skip this episode. Because it's not important. Right? Yeah. I think, because the art book is pretty cool. Like, she had... I can't believe everything that went wrong, though. Like, and I feel so bad for their team, because, like, I think I heard something about, like, how they lost a huge portion of their work in the first year. Like, I think it all, like, the files got corrupted. And then there was other times where, like, I think she just had, like, difficulty getting what she wanted from Cartoon Network. Like, what she wanted in the show, they wouldn't approve of early on, because I think they thought it was just going to be, like, a episode of the week kind of show. And they weren't, and when they found out that she was heading towards something that actually had, like, you know, a plot, they kind of fought her on it. I think I heard something like that. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but I could have sworn that was Steven Universe. But whatever. Point is, I'm more interested in the creative side of it and than, like, the drama that the internet created. Because, yeah. Maybe she has, like... Ooh, give her glasses. I like giving her glasses. Yeah. Cool, I like those. Nice. That looks good. Now I can go do some work on this. Let's get a little bit more work done on him. Clean him up and make him look nice. Oops, wrong lever, Kronk, wrong. Oh no! That's another movie I need to watch again. I haven't watched Emperor's New Groove in a while. Like, all the production nightmares that happened during that are crazy too. Or like they almost had, like, what was it, Prince or something, I believe was in the first time around, but things like everything, they changed a bunch of things about the story, and then like Prince walked, and it was like, because they were like, well, now my song doesn't make sense, so I'm out of here. But yeah, that was a fun one. Plus, Kronk's fun. Like, I love the whole, like, him talking to the devil and the angel on his shoulder. It's like, well, yeah, she handed me this knife, and they're looking at him like, what's he doing? Yeah. And that part where it's like, wait, how did you guys get here before us? And he's like, and Krunk's like, I don't know what to say. By all logic stances, it doesn't make sense. And he's got like this chart up of like their dotted lines as they were running towards the castle. And she's like, oh well, I win. It's like, I don't care. The story let me win, so yay. I also love in that same scene. She's like, she starts to pull up her dress a little bit, and then everyone's like, "Oh no!" And then she pulls out the dagger, and they're like, "Oh, thank goodness!" Like, oh, phew. I thought that was gonna be much worse. I thought. So good. Yep. Oh, I love it. Like, I love when he randomly just the chef makes him just leaves out of anger, and he has to be the chef for the fast food restaurant. It's like, I just wanted a vision. I wanted a small shop, but everyone's got their own thoughts on what they want to eat. So you know what? I'm done. It's like, oh, buddy, been there. Sometimes you ask for one critique, and then everyone's just like, the floodgates break, and it's like, well, I only wanted one. I just wanted one little thing. Not for my work to be torn down. I just wanted help. But no one here has done that ever, so don't worry about that. You guys are... Everyone here's great. I like drawing Richard. He's fun to draw. I think I've said this before, but like a lot of him, he's inspired by a bunch of different things. Like even his mustache is a couple different things influenced it. Like on Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind, those characters influenced it, and even like Voltron, there's a character in that has a fun mustache, and that kind of influenced it a little bit. And Rescuers, oh my gosh, there's some nostalgia that I need to watch that again. Like that eagle, that golden eagle has like that's such gorgeous animation, especially for an animal, and like that's hard. Animals are hard to draw, okay? Anyone who's tried, you know. And to draw an eagle that looks that good and make it like one of the mains. Oh, the original. Yes, the original, they did have that scene. It's like A frame though. You really have to look. It's in like A frame. So it's not one of those things where it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Because trust me, like especially with the Disney Renaissance movies, I heard so many people talking about those more than the movies themselves. I'm like, guys, have you seen? Like, why are people talking about like this one scene from The Little Mermaid instead of remembering that that The Little Mermaid's a good movie? Like, Like, Ursula's a really fun character. But yeah, in Rescuers, actually, the craziest scene in Rescuers isn't that. It's that that diamond, they had to draw that by hand. There was no CG. So that diamond with it refracting images was done by hand. So you want to talk about going crazy? Draw that for like several minutes of a film, and it's like, yeah, that could not have been fun. I remember hearing an interview about that part where that took them a lot. That took a lot of work to get that done. I think that was one of the hardest elements of that. Was the diamond they were trying to steal down in the well. I forget. Was it because they stashed it there, or why was it down there? There must have been a reason. I think they hid it there because they knew that the authorities were looking for it, so they didn't want it in their house. Yeah, I honestly never saw it either, though, like that image. So. It's one of those things where I just take people's word for it. I saw it later on, like, I think YouTube or something. There was like one channel that like they did it blurry, but they showed where it was, and I was like, oh, okay. I don't. Still, there's other things about that first one that I care about far more than that, but. Oh yeah, that part, that was great. I always kind of wonder if in the creative room when they were writing that story, if they ever were like, guys, did she? Because it would have been one thing if like mermaids had a different language in Little Mermaid, but they write in English. So it's like, I always wonder, like, I always like to nitpick things that especially movies I really like, or sometimes it's fun to nitpick little things once in a while, even though, like I said, I love the movie, but it's like, did she forget she could write English? Like, did she bump her head when she on a coral reef on her way in and forgot how to how to write? Because that would have been a really short film. It's like, yeah, I'm that girl that saved you. Happy ending, done. Turns out I was a mermaid and I had to use. I don't know how that would have gone, though. That probably would have been bad for her. But she wouldn't have known that. So, I don't know. But yeah, Ursula was fun. I liked it better when before people started to make backstories about her being part, like, Triton's sister. I guess, I can't remember where that even started coming from. Because it wasn't back then. It was something more recent. Which is confusing because I think she was more like a Jafar kind of thing going on with her than family member. I think she was just someone that like was in the castle as a royal and then got a little bit too familiar with dark magic, and Triton's like, no thanks. It's not music based around, it's not a musical, and it's super scary, so you're out of my building. You broke terms of service. we have a strict no dark magic, and no moray eels. Because they bitey. Although I gotta hand it to them with all the things they did with straight to VHS. At least they never like leaned into any of that. Because I don't think that maybe that it's because that wasn't around yet. But like they did the prequel and I mean the sequel with her daughter, which was I guess some people like. I never got a chance to watch that one. But some of those are really fun, actually. Some of those straight to VHS movies. I think I was talking to someone the other day, and like, yeah, there's, yeah, Sebastian just comes up with some like small half glasses on, and pulls out this glowing form that looks like her contracts, but and it's like got her name on it though, and it's like, yeah, sorry, look, you signed here, here, and here. It says no evil dark contracts while on the premises. Sorry, you must vacate the building. We'll mail you your stuff, maybe. A lot of it's evil, so probably not. Yeah. It's fun talking about those old films. Maybe there was a line in Ariel's contract that said like if she writes something down, she breaks the rules and it's everything gets canceled out. Like, but we didn't see that part of her contract. It was line 7A of page 17 of terms of service, where it's like, no one reads that. But she did. Good for her. That's why she's a princess. Smart. I'm always just like, yeah, whatever, sign it. I'll deal with the repercussions later. I'm sure Apple won't do anything nefarious. Nope, never. I trust them completely. Whoops, sorry, that was it. That was the AI bot. But have you seen Rescuers Down Under, actually? Because that was the one I was going on about for a second there. That one was really good. Like the art in that was just really nice. Yeah, okay, I thought so. I'm like, if you watched the first one that much, I should have just like instantly assumed. I mean, that would make sense. It's like, no, never heard of it. There's a second one? Wait, hold on. Looks at wall behind you. There's 5 posters. Yep, I've heard of it. I think they had more fun with the villain in that one. I mean, because, well, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to tell, but like he was, they had more fun finishing him off at the end. That's for sure. I just love that even his pet's like, "You reap what you sow. Bye bye." The monitor lizard's like, "Goodbye. You're on your own, sir. Oh, this can only end in tears." Back to Anastasia. I'd give her a ha and a hi-ya, and I'd kick her, sir. he was fun. Random that they gave him a girlfriend at the end of the movie, though. It's like, what? That I didn't know that was something that we were going to head towards, but okay, sure. This could have been a sequel, but sure, guys, let's rush to this. Wasn't really concerned about that. Could you imagine if, like, at the end of like Aladdin, they're like, no, Iago needs a girlfriend. It's like, I don't think he really does. He's kind of a meanie in the first one. Although, to be fair, Bartov wasn't a meanie, so. Yeah, he was. Poor mouse. Yeah. It's funny that they always use that same voice. They got that one guy to do the voice of all the birds. Or no, he did that one bird, but he did it also. Isn't that the same voice actor that was in Secret of Nim as the crow? I think it was. That guy was doing a bunch of voice acting at that time. My brain's forgetting his name, though. Someone pretty famous, but let me see. Do. Eve Kapoor. Wow. Let's see. Penny. It's always surprising in some movies when they actually do use they do get a kid to do the voice, and it's like, oh, okay, because usually it's like that's not the case. But is Orville the Jim Jordan? Is that? No, that can't be it. Is it? No, because he did. I don't remember what he did. John McIntyre. This might be it, actually. Maybe not. I forgot all the old, wow. Sorry, I was just looking at the cast for Rescuers. Oh, you should watch. That's so good. If you like Rescuers, you'll like. I mean, Secret of Nim is really good too. And the really cool thing about it is that I mean, it's a really good story to begin with, but it's based on a short story or on a I think it's a is it young adult or is it a kid like a it's based on a story called that was actually called and the main character was Mrs. Frisbee, but when they brought it to America, they were worried that that brand would be a conflict with the movie, which is kind of weird but funny in a way. But like it's a lot of the animation was done through looking at referencing sword fights in older movies, which at that time were like Jason the Argonauts, which is like a really cool fight scene. Like going back and looking at that, like how they animated the skeletons fighting is really cool. And like there's an entire fight in there that is like shot for it's like that and like a couple other movies that actor had done that was from that. Oops. And it's just really cool that like there's like an entire fight in it that is like I won't spoil when. I mean but there's a really cool fight that happens in that's like a choreo, pretty much like rotoscoped over almost, but done in a really good way. Because like by then they had kind of figured out rotoscoping and they were getting good at it. So like it just looks like normal animation, but like if you have the movie that it's from playing next to it, it's like very obviously from it. But I like that because it's kind of cool. It's like you get a cool like little Easter egg. Yep. That's the one with the creepy owl. Yeah, the owl. I always wondered why the owl looked like that, because I know why the rats look kind of weird, but the owl, I always wondered why its eyes were glowing, because they don't really explain that. I think maybe it was from the same. It somehow found some of the. I don't know. You'd have to see the movie but like there's a reason the rats can talk, or that they're. I mean, not talk, but that they're intelligent. And it's really cool how they like came up with the story and everything about that. And like Dragon the cat, that is the meanest cat I've ever seen. That thing is huge. Like usually pelicans can harass cats, but that cat is like I think it might be just like a baby lion or something. It's like if a tabby was like the size of like a tiger cub or something. It's like, whoa, that thing's pretty big. Like, did you just not want to like? It's like, well, you clearly don't need a dog because your cat's as big as a dog. It's like, what are they feeding that thing? Well, the crazy thing about that movie too is that like the reason she's going on the quest is because her youngest son has pneumonia, and she can't move him without like risking the sickness getting worse. So that's pretty dark for a kid's movie. I think that's scarier than the owl even. It's like a really serious disease that's still a problem. But I like that it's just about a mother trying to save her kid and put herself in like really scary situations, but be like, I'm doing it anyway. It's like, I don't care. It's like, I'll do anything for my kids. Include deal with like a crazy political, like the political weirdness of the and how strange the rats are. Like, she didn't want any part of that, but she's like, well, I guess I gotta kind of humor them a little bit. There is some scenes where like where it does get like there'll be like dark scenes where everything's like where especially with the rats, there's some scenes where like they've been stealing electricity from the farmer, which I mean that's on you, kind of farmer. If rats are getting the one up on you, I wouldn't tell your friends that. I don't care how smart they are. They're still just rats. Now, if some crows were stealing from you, that's when all bets are off. Because super smart crows would be pretty scary. Because they already remember our faces and teach their children what we look like. So a super smart one would be like, I don't know. Well, I do know. It's in that Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, not the Raven, never mind. It would be that, but with a crow. Where it's just constantly gaslighting you. It's like the crows outside stole my Netflix account. I don't know what to do. The company doesn't believe me. They just laughed at me. I don't know why. Maybe it's something to do with the crows stealing my Netflix account. That's a little better. Just getting down the flat. I'm just doing the flats right now. I just kind of want to make it look a little cleaner, so that when I go and do the shading and all that fun highlights and all that stuff, it'll be easier. I swear I'm gonna look this up, because this sounds like a folk legend that I heard on a podcast about like just legends from other countries, and they were talking about this like, wait, why am I it was essentially like a kind of like a African version of Hercules, kind of, but with a necromancer in it. Curacao. No, I can't spell. Curacao. Here it is. Curacao and the Sorceress. Or is it Curacao and there's a couple. There's Curacao and the This is the one, right? The cow and the sorceress is, yeah, let's see. Yeah, it is just a baby. It's a baby. Unusual little boy must search for the wisdom of forbidden mountain saves. Yeah, it's the story. This is the story. They changed it. I think it was. I guess it was a sorceress. I thought it was a sorceress. Really? I thought it was a sorcerer. I didn't think it was a sorceress. There's also this cool, like, I wonder if they did this too. There's a story about the first hippo. And, like, this priestess that had to fight it. And then, like, her father, who was a monk or something, tried to stop her because, like, even though it was dangerous, it was mainly just eating their food, which was, I mean, dangerous because it could starve, but he didn't want her to wipe it out because it's still a creature. But it was crazy because it was like this ancient. It was this like. It's ultra salty. She's sea salt salty. Yeah, wow. Interesting animation style too. And sometimes it's like there's parts that look good and then other parts where I'm like, this looks like Monty Python backgrounds. So I'm kind of, I guess the animation overall is pretty good, especially for well, I mean, it's different. I like that when studios try something different. So. Like, oh, what was the name of that film that I saw more recently? No, not that one. The Great North? Is that it? No. There's this one about a girl that's trying to find her father, who's this Russian explorer on an expedition, and he disappears, and they can't afford to go find him, so she kind of like does it on her own with this crew that she kind of guilts into doing it, or like not guilts, but they like. One of them said he was going to do it, and then his older brother's like, well, now we have to because you're a moron, kind of thing. And I'm trying to think what that was called. But that was really good, too. I think that one's on Netflix, but I can't remember what it's called, so it doesn't really help right now. Yeah, it's blank. Sorry, it's blank. I'm blanking out on it. It had pretty good animation, though. Which means nothing, because I don't know the name of it. So, you know, the movie, the one that I don't know. It's great. I like actually, I kind of do. Oh, actually. I kind of like the sorceress design. That's kind of cool. The headdress looks kind of cool. That looks cool. Where it's like, yeah, she looks scurry. But yeah, no, I've heard this story. It's pretty cool. And I mean, to be fair, like Zeus also is a story about a guy. He was like a baby when he was like doing crazy things too. So that it's always interesting when you see these like cultures that are like, yeah, you know, when you're a baby and you just can like pick up a mountain. And I'm like, no, I don't. Never heard of that. I mean, I guess technically even Hercules beat up 2 snakes when he was a baby, so... But that's not quite the same as this story, where this infant is like crazy powerful when he's a baby, so... If I remember from the story. I mean, even in the trailer, he's like, just like... doing backflips. And I'm like, okay, sure. Yep. This all checks out. In opposite world. Right? Yeah, no, it's really unique. It definitely stands out. I mean, especially for a foreign film, that's pretty good. Because it's like, you definitely want to be able to... Because I don't know if you've ever seen like The Prince and the Pauper, like the animation for that. Done by Richard Williams. Such a shame what happened with that, where that was like the definition of paralysis, analysis paralysis, where like he kept just like pushing the date back again and again and again and again, because at first they let him, and then eventually they're like, nope, we're done giving you like extensions, because you're never going to release this. But it's kind of a shame, because they really kind of rushed in some songs that didn't really fit quite as well with his animations. If it like, I don't know, it almost seems like it's a shame he didn't write the songs in like first, like just like do like a simple animatic and then worry about the finer details after he's got everything else figured out. But he wanted to make something that was like really unique, and bits of it are. Like if you see like certain scenes from the Prince and the Pauper, it's like with a cobbler and everything, and you're just like, whoa, this is crazy animation. Can't wait for a story to start. Wait, what? It doesn't? No, I'm kidding. Like, oh no. Yeah, on this page, she's like just, I think I said last week, but she's like rocking out with her new guitar, and like her dad kind of just walks in like, what is going on? Like, and then she's just like, look at this awesome thing I made! Oh my gosh! And then he's just like, oh my gosh, look at all these cool details! Oh wow! Let's nerd out about this. This is so cool. Like he went from like annoyed to just, I mean, mildly annoyed to being like, oh my gosh, this is cool. You know why that's underrated? Because it came out the same. Wasn't it the same year as Bug's Life? Like they both. It's a shame that those both, like those studios. I don't know what they were Like I don't know what. I can't remember who came out first, but like it was just a weird thing to do to have those. To think that they can compete with each other on this. With I mean, different animation styles, but like the same subject matter. Like guys, how about you can space these out. We'll see both. I mean, you both have like big actors in your movies, so I would have seen both of them anyway. And I did, but I'm an animation nerd. Yeah. Kind of surprised they put Woody Allen in that movie though, but I like that they put Christopher Walken in though. That was fun. Hey, I'm an ant. Clip that. There's my Christopher Walken impression. Hey, oh boy. I'm here all night. And then everyone leaves. No, I didn't mean like that. It wasn't a threat. I also think of that one time in The Simpsons where they had Christopher Walken on, doing the reading "Hello Moon," hello. Where he's just like, "You, hey children, what did I say about the scooching? You in the red, chop chop." Okay, I'll stop. Oh, it's funny that like that they're very different stories though, because A Bug's Life is basically, I mean, not basically, it is pretty much just Seven Samurai with bugs. Like if you look at the story, that's just Seven Samurai. With a book. No, no, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done trying to do voices. That would have been even worse. I can't do the I can't do the caterpillar voice. It's just not in my repertoire. I mean, neither was Christopher Walken, but. I do love that when the caterpillar turned into a ladybug, it was just still a caterpillar, but with ladybug wings. Not ladybug, I mean butterfly wings. And it was just like, it's like, oh. It just suddenly was just really happy that it had those wings. It was really great seeing that models come right back out of there. You're like, oh, cool, it's going to be a butterfly. And you're like, nope. I guess not. But yeah, hearing Christopher Walken in Ants was really fun. And who was the other ant that was evil in that? They hadn't it wasn't Tommy Lee Jones, was it? I'm trying to think. It was another big actor. Wait, what? Was it Gene? Yeah, was it? I'm trying to think of which one is the villain. Was it Mandible was the villain? Or was it Oh yeah, Danny Glover. Wait, he was? Danny Glover was in that? I forgot about that. Wow. I forgot he was in that. Because I know that there was like I know Sylvester Stallone was in it, because he's the big brute ant. And I think I remember Sharon Stone being in it. I mean, Jim Cummings, of course he was in it, because he's every voice. Yeah, there's Christopher Walken as Cutter. Wait, is that really her name? I'm not saying that. I think Mandible was the villain. Yeah, he's the general. Yeah, Gene Hackman played Mandible. Okay. That's why it was such a huge name. I knew that he was gonna... Yeah. Old school, really big name actor, that's why. Dan Aykroyd was Chip. Yeah, that's right. I forgot he was in it too, see? Yeah, it's a whole bunch of, like, it should have been a bigger film if it had just been out in its own year. Or I think, wait, let me see. Isn't this great? Me just looking up things on a site that you don't see. No, it came out the same year. Yeah, they're both 98. Oh my gosh. Guys, why? Why did you make them out the same year? Like, was there really that big of a rush? Because wait, when was no, oh gosh, DreamWorks. When did they come out with the story of, let's see, Prince of Egypt? Ha! Yep, I thought so. I can't believe it. DreamWorks had the biggest film that year. Because Prince of Egypt was huge. Like, that had crazy production value. It was gorgeous. So, they both were in trouble. Like, I mean, Pixar, what were you thinking? Trying to compete with the Bible? Good luck. Cause you've seen that though, right? The Prince of Egypt. Cause that had some really good songs in it. Let's see. There's her guitar there. Gotta make sure her guitar looks the same. Sorry. Yeah, it was. It's so sad. Man, that Deliver Us song. Wow, that just breaks my heart every time. And the singer they got to play, the voice actress that they got to play his sister was just great. I think it's this. I can't remember if she had a singer that was doing the voice separately, but I mean, you know how like sometimes in movies they'll have a singer and then they'll have a voice actor. But I think she actually sang that. I could be wrong. Wow. That's a powerful scene, yeah. And it's crazy what Sony Animation's doing now. With like this, with this, the like Spider-Verse movies. Like, I'm not even following Marvel, but those are like, the animation in those is just like crazy. Because between those and like what is that? The second season of Arcane is starting up this year. That's going to be really fun. And by fun, I mean it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a really violent season because everything's gone really bad, really quick. It was fun. Although it did, like, give me the entirely wrong idea of every animal in that movie except lions. Because zebras are really aggressive in real life. So the thought that that would be like that the one friend would, I mean, I'm sure they are prey and they're like that because they're prey animal, they're herbivores and they can be preyed upon, but they're also crazy. More zookeepers get hurt by zebras than by lions. Because lions are like, it's like, hey bro, you got meat for me? Cool, I don't need to, I'm not going to attack you. Whereas zebras are like, I am always scared and angry. Oh, you need to watch the Spider-Verse movie. Like, both of them are really good. I'd say start at the first one, because the first one had some really fun bits with like a bunch of new like John Mulaney came on as Spider Pig, which was just so funny. And then you have like Nicolas Cage came in as Spider-Man Noir, which was just black and white Spider-Man, and like he's so funny. There's like an entire scene where he's just like staring at a Rubik's cube, and he's like, I don't even know I don't know what this is because of the colors. He's just like freaked out by it. So good. And like all the voice actors are good. Like the person playing Gwen, she did great, and like it's the best Miles Morales. I think it actually fixed Miles Morales' story, actually, from what I've heard. Because originally he kind of had, I mean, not bad story, but just like his story kind of felt like it was only part of his uncle's story, which for someone who's supposed to be like a parallel to Peter Parker, you don't want them to be like outshot, being shadowed by their own like relatives. That'd be like if Parker was only like a part of his uncle's story, and that wouldn't make sense because that's not how it is. It's his uncle was a catalyst, but it was not like it was he wasn't like some kind of like had his own story that was like more interesting that everyone cared more about. Because Prowler that whole thing was like he had a crazy costume, and yeah. But good movie. The second one's even crazier because they got more money and they could do more. But yeah. I got a couple panels. I got that one lined out and the other one colored. So I think that's pretty good. I think let's see. Oh, what time is it? I think I'm gonna call it, yeah. Thanks everyone for sticking by though. I really appreciate the company as I've been drawing. I got a bunch done today actually. And I got this line work done. I had so much fun with these. This guy, I'm gonna make this a team. I think actually, like him and him. That'd be a pretty cool duo, like a fighter and a dragonborn and an automaton together. or a Warforged, I mean. And this one's coming along great. I'm really happy with this. That's old. Let's get rid of that. And here's my bees. The bees. Not the bees! No! But yeah, I'm gonna have fun with her, like, finishing up this one, because like this one's been pretty cool, like concept wise. I'm enjoying this one. I'm so glad I switched it from that other one, because this is a better drawing for Swarm. But anyway, instead of just zoning out on my own, like, self-talking, like I just did, I was closing up and forgot, because I do that sometimes. But thanks everyone for joining me and on today, because it was so much fun doing these D&D characters, especially. And like working on these two prompts was really cool. That's a Sword Timbre one. Let's see. And then working on this. I'm going to go back and work on this one a little bit more tonight too. Just like cleaning everything up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad that I'm going back over these and cleaning up the line work, because like I got some new, these new brushes are much sharper, so I get these nice clean edges, so it's much easier to color, and it makes it easier to like cut down on the like muddiness of things, because there's still a little bit of that, but it's looking better now, I think. So yeah. And yeah, it's been really fun. So I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll be back next Wednesday for some more. I'm not sure what we'll be doing. Probably we'll see. Probably some more art challenges. If not Witchtober, maybe I'll start up with something like that, and then maybe I'll do a few more panels from the comic as well, because that's a good mix, I think. Like doing warm-ups, then doing an art challenge, and then doing either the comic or like a D&D stuff is fun. So, but I like doing D&D stuff on like days like today where I have more time, because that was more fun, having just not having to worry about like falling asleep during it. So yeah, no, it was great. So yeah, see you on Wednesday.